Most UK drone pilots check one app before flying, but what if that drone app is wrong? The app many drone pilots relied on was Drone Assist, but it became unreliable after the company behind it, Altitude Angel, went into administration in October 2025. Since then, the Civil Aviation Authority has warned that the information on Drone Assist may be inaccurate and out of date. The app may still appear to work, but restricted zones and NOTAM derived areas may be out of date, which means if you rely on that alone, you may be flying illegally. In this video, I'll show you how UK drone pilots should check airspace before flying and why checking NOTAMs is more important than ever. So if Drone Assist can no longer be relied upon, how should UK drone pilots actually check whether a flight is legal? That's what we're going to look at in this video. For many years, UK drone pilots have used one app to check to see whether the airspace is clear and legal for them to fly in. But apps are only tools. The responsibility always lies with the drone pilot. And now that Drone Assist may not always have fully validated and verified data, relying on one app could potentially lead to mistakes. One of the most important things that many pilots never check is NOTAMs. NOTAM stands for Notice to Airmen. It was changed in 2021 to Notice to Air Missions, but recently it's been changed back again to Notice to Airmen. These are official aviation notices issued to warn pilots about temporary restrictions or hazards. NOTAMs are issued through organisations such as NATS and the Civil Aviation Authority. A NOTAM can create a temporary airspace restriction that may not appear on many consumer drone apps. For example, NOTAMs are often issued for air shows, emergency incidents, police operations, military exercises, VIP movements, or search and rescue operations. In some cases, these temporary restrictions can cover a large area of airspace for a specific period of time. And if you fly inside one of these areas, you may be breaking the law even though your drone app didn't show any restriction. Imagine you arrive at a location that looks perfectly legal on your drone app. There are no permanent restrictions nearby, so it looks fine for you to fly in. But earlier that day, a NOTAM was issued for a temporary airspace restriction because of an air show taking place a few miles away. Your app might not show that restriction yet, but the restriction still exists. NOTAMs can be checked through the official UK Aviation Information Service operated by NATS. This is the same system used by pilots of manned aircraft. Some aviation tools also show NOTAMs on a map, which makes them easier to interpret. So before flying a drone, a sensible routine might be something like this. First, check your planned area of flight to see if it's inside a permanent restricted flight zone. Second, check current NOTAMs to see if there's a temporary flight restriction in the area. And third, always assess the local environment, people, wildlife, hazards. Do this before taking off. The important thing to remember is that apps are only visual tools. They can help you understand the airspace, but they're not the legal authority. Temporary restrictions may appear through NOTAMs at any time, and it's always the pilot's responsibility to make sure that the airspace is clear. In the previous videos in this series, we looked at flight restriction zones and common myths about castles and historic sites. In the next video, I'll tackle a common misconception that often appears in the drone community, especially recently since the changes in January 2026. And that is the belief that drones up to 900 grams can automatically now fly close to people. And that one isn't quite as simple as people think. Thanks for watching this video all the way through if you did. Please like, share, hype, and leave a comment if you have any questions, or you would just like your opinion to be seen on the screen. If you want to be alerted when a new video is posted, just hit the bell icon and that'll let you know when I upload my next video. Thanks again, and cheerio the now.